In a world that is addicted to noise, silence is the ultimate weapon. Look around you. Everyone is talking. Everyone is broadcasting their thoughts, their plans, their insecurities, and their fears. They believe that to be heard is to be powerful. They believe that if they are loud enough, they will be respected. But they are wrong. True power does not scream. True power whispers, or better yet, it says nothing at all. Throughout history, from the Stoic courts of Roman emperors to the boardrooms of modern billionaires, the most dangerous person in the room has always been the one who listens, the one who observes, the one who speaks only when necessary. Today, we are going to explore the dark psychology of strategic silence. We will dismantle the illusion that you need to explain yourself to be understood. By the end of this video, you will learn the 7 laws of silence that will make you unpredictable, formidable, and undeniably attractive. You will learn how to win arguments without raising your voice and how to command respect without demanding it. Welcome to the quiet side of power. Robert Greene, in his masterpiece, The 48 Laws of Power, stated clearly, "Always say less than necessary." But why is this so effective? It is because humans are hardwired to interpret silence as a threat. When you speak, you reveal yourself. You become a known quantity. People can categorize you, they can judge you, and, most importantly, they can figure out how to manipulate you. Words are currency. Every time you open your mouth to brag, to complain, or to explain your actions, you are handing out your currency for free. You are devaluing your own mystery. Think of a king. Does a king explain his decrees to the peasants? No. He speaks, and then he acts. His silence creates a barrier of respect. Now think of the court jester. He talks constantly. He is entertaining, yes, but he is never respected. He is safe because he is transparent. When you practice the law of absence, when you withhold your words, you force people to project their own thoughts onto you. They start to wonder what you are thinking. They assume you know something they don't. In their minds, you become smarter, deeper, and more calculated than you perhaps really are. Silence is the canvas upon which others paint their fear and admiration. Let's move to a practical application: conflict and negotiation. Most people are terrified of awkward silences. When a conversation drops, their anxiety spikes. Their brain screams, "Say something, fix it, fill the void." This is where you seize control. Imagine you are in a heated argument or a high-stakes negotiation. The other person has just finished their point. Maybe they made an unreasonable demand, or maybe they insulted you. Your instinct is to snap back immediately, to defend yourself, to counterattack. Do not do it. Instead, look them in the eyes and do nothing. Wait for 3 to 5 seconds. This is called the pregnant pause. In those few seconds of silence, the dynamic shifts completely. The other person waits for your reaction, but you give them nothing. They begin to doubt their own position. Did I go too far? Why aren't they angry? Do they know something I don't? Often they will break the silence themselves. They will start talking again to relieve the tension, and in doing so, they will weaken their position. They will offer a compromise, or they will backtrack on their insult. By simply refusing to speak, you have forced them to bid against themselves. Information is the most valuable commodity in war, and make no mistake, life is a form of warfare. When you speak, you reveal your intentions. Sun Tzu, the author of The Art of War, taught that all warfare is based on deception. If your enemy knows your plans, they can prepare a trap. If they know what makes you angry, they can provoke you. If they know what you desire, they can use it as bait. Strategic silence creates what economists call information asymmetry. You know everything about them because they cannot stop talking, but they know nothing about you. This makes you unpredictable, and in the animal kingdom, the unpredictable predator is the most feared. When you are silent, you become a mirror. People will see their own reflections in you. If they are insecure, they will think you are judging them. If they are arrogant, they will think you are impressed. You can guide their perception without ever committing to a position. You preserve your options. Once you speak, you are committed. Once the words are out, you cannot take them back. Silence preserves your freedom to act. Let us look at this through the lens of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote, "You always own the option of having no opinion." We live in an era of hot takes and instant reactions. Social media conditions us to have an opinion on everything immediately. This is a trap. It drains your mental energy and disturbs your inner peace. Strategic silence is a form of emotional control. It is the ability to feel an impulse, anger, excitement, the need to correct someone, and simply let it pass. It is the discipline of the mind. When you are silent, you are not just quiet on the outside, you are cultivating a fortress on the inside. You are observing the world without being enslaved by it. People who react instantly are slaves to their environment. A rude comment controls them. A bad driver controls them. A piece of news controls them. The silent man acts. He does not react. He chooses when to engage and when to withdraw. This self-control is palpable. People can feel it. It creates an aura of gravity around you. So, how do you cultivate this power? You cannot simply zip your mouth shut and stare at people. That is socially awkward. Strategic silence must be natural. Here are 3 exercises to begin today. First, the 3-second rule. In your next conversation, wait 3 seconds after the other person stops speaking before you reply. Count it in your head. 1, 2, 3. It will feel like an eternity to you, but to them it will look like deep contemplation. It makes your eventual answer carry much more weight. Second, end your sentences. Many people ramble. They make a point and then they keep talking because they are afraid of the end. I think this is a good idea, because, well, anyway. No. State your point and then stop. Stop dead. Be comfortable with the period at the end of the sentence. Third, withhold the unnecessary. If you are about to tell a story just to impress someone, stop. If you are about to complain about the weather just to make small talk, stop. Save your words for things that matter. You will be surprised at how much energy you save at the end of the day. Silence is not emptiness. It is fullness. It is the sound of a mind that is at peace with itself and confident in its power. In a noisy world, be the sanctuary of silence. Let others exhaust themselves with their words. Let them reveal their hands. You sit back. You observe. You plan. And when you finally choose to speak, your words will hit like thunder, precisely because they are rare. Do not fear the silence. Embrace it. Let it be your armor. Let it be your weapon. If you are ready to master your mind and walk the path of the modern Stoic, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. We don't just talk about power, we deconstruct it. Until next time, watch, listen, and stay silent.